Hello guys, so today we are at the DW factory at Oxnard, California, and they're gonna show us how all the DW drums are made, all of the pedals and everything that has to do with DW. So here we go.
Guys, welcome to Drum Workshop. This is where it all happens. This is where all of our drums are made, Performance and Collector Series. Okay, so does everybody here know Don Lombardi and John Good? Those are the two co-founders, right? Don Lombardi actually started this whole thing as a school for drumming years ago, you know, in 1972.
As you guys could see, once you enter the factory, they give you a little bit of history, and after that, the official tour starts. So, here we go. The first stop of this tour is the finish rack. This is where they keep all of the finishes they use for the Collectors and Performance series. Just look at them. I want all of them. Wow. And this is also the space they use to apply the finishes. The next stop is wood grains.
Diagonal grains. All these grains have different tensions to the wood, right? So the horizontal has a really high stiff tension, the vertical has a really low tension, and the diagonal is kind of it's the same horizontal, just in a 45-degree cut. So it just comes out kind of diagonal. And it's funny, if you put the ply down on your hand, it'll literally go like that. And they come in these stacks. When a customer orders them from the retailer, they'll say, I want this, and then from here they'll put the color on it, and then it'll be like kind of 100% custom made. So we don't start it until the customer orders it from the retailer. So now we're going to go into the shell shop. You will need your eye protection for this section.
Okay.
So here are some of the woods that we offer in the Collector series.
And here's where the official manufacture starts. And it starts by selecting the different types of wood. And wow, they have so many different types of wood, like, I don't know, just look at this. Isn't that crazy? And they have a lot of machines, like this one. This is a glue machine. I don't remember what is this for. And of course they have more wood. And right now we're about to enter the shell shop, where they're gonna show us how to build a drum from scratch. Check this out.
Hi guys, welcome to the shell shop. My name is Philip. Today I'm gonna be making a performance series for you today. It's gonna be a 22-inch bass drum. So it's gonna be all maple, 8-ply shell. We're gonna build it using 3 pieces of wood. Start off with the outer piece. 2 plies with a horizontal grain running on one side, vertical grain running on the back side. Horizontal grain is going to be the outside, the face of the drum. We're going to start by getting a little bit of glue right on the edge. It's not a lot, just a thin line. It's going to help us seal up everything together at the very end. Right there. Next we have the middle piece, what we call it the core piece. It's 3 plies, vertical grain on both sides, with a horizontal grain piece sandwiched in between. And this is going to act as the adhesive that holds the whole shell together. We're going to run it through the glue right over here. It's going to go all the way through and get a nice even coating of glue on both sides. We're going to lay it out right here. And last we have the inner piece. Again, it's 3 plies, vertical grain on the back side, horizontal grain in the middle. Here we're going to see a really cool diagonal grain. So we call this a twisted grain, and it's signature for all the Performance Series drums. You're going to see that cool twisted grain on the inside of all the performance shells. So we're going to lay it out right here. Just scrape just a little bit. Okay. I'm going to lay it out like this, and I'm going to use my handy assistant to help me out. Now we can bring bring it all together. Flip it over, roll it into place. Each piece of plywood will line up with itself, squeeze it tight, and roll it into our drum. Now, you'll see it's really flimsy right now. It's not really looking like a drum yet. So, I'm going to put it into the mold, right over here. Slide in nice and easy. I'm going to start closing it. The outside of the mold will close in first in order to give it the shape. The inside will begin to expand. Once the inside of the mold is fully expanded, it begins applying a lot of pressure to the shell. About 2,600 pounds of pressure right now on this drum. And it's heated up to about 155 degrees Fahrenheit. We're gonna let it sit in there for about 12 minutes. So the high pressure and the high heat is going to quick dry the glue and completely bond the shell all the way through. After about another 10 minutes of cooling the shell down,
Wow,
you've got a rock solid shell.
that's awesome.
Mason touch it as well.
So
Isn't it crazy to see the transformation from just wood sheets to this rock solid cylinder or drum? It's insane. So at this point the shell is rolled and now it needs to be cut and it needs to be sanded. Let's go. And here in the sanding stage, they are removing all of the imperfections so the drum shell is smooth and clean. Beautiful.
What we have here is a 0 radius granite stone. Okay, so this is testing how flat all of our drums are. Every drum that comes out of here has to be 100% flat. If it's 100% flat, there will be no light that shines through the bottom. So if there's any light that comes out the bottom of the drum, then it's not flat.
And now that the drum shell is perfect, it needs to go to the drilling machine.
Here we have our CNC machines. So these are our drilling machines. As you can see, the different plates for the different drums, and there's a whole bunch of different bits that'll come around, and they're drilling all the holes for all the hardware that goes onto the drum. You know, you have the badges.
And the main purpose of this machine is to drill the hole for the hardware. To be honest, I never thought these holes were made by a machine. That's crazy. And this was probably one of my favorites of this tour. One of my favorite machines. And now that the drum shell is full of holes, it's ready to go to the lacquer stage. And do you see those drum shells rolling in the back? Well, there's a really cool story behind it. And let's hear it directly from John Good, one of the founders of DW.
I was at the Santa Monica Pier buying a hot dog, and I found a way to spray the inside of a snare drum shell, which you want to be bright, without it running. Let me show you. Here's my hot dog roller right there.
Look at that.
You know how the hot dogs just roll around?
Yeah.
Yeah, so that's what we decided to do.
That's fantastic.
And the next stop in our tour is graphics.
And so there's Louis. He's done all of our artist drums.
He is Louis Garcia. He's the main custom painter for DW, and he was the one in charge of creating all of the Neil Peart's custom drums. That's insane. This guy's a legend. Just look at all of the crazy designs they do here. Wow. That's art. That's beautiful. I want all of them.
The Ferrari one was for Nick Mason, Pink Floyd. Nick Mason, Pink Floyd.
The next up is Timbre Matching. And inside this box, there's a tuner. So they hit the shell, they pick up the note in order to make all of the drums match with each other. That's crazy. The next step is to label the drum. And here they're gonna put a sticker inside the drum shell with all of the information about that model. And now that they have all of the specifications, the only thing left is the hardware. And now that the drum is complete, the next step is tuning.
Good. This is Roland. Roland is one of our tuners.
Hi guys. Here. Okay, so this is really cool. This helps me tune 1,000,000 miles an hour. I'll show you that. This is also really cool. So depending on the height of your drum, you know, I don't have to be, I can always work up here. You know, ergonomically I'm good, right? So 8 by 10, I can bring it up, way up to me. Okay, so everything should be loose. And away we go. Couple battery powered tools to help, because you don't want to be doing this with your wrist all day long. I tune over 100 drums a day, so it's a lot. You guys can come forward if you want to. You guys act like I smell or something. I don't. All right, see, relax, have a drink. Nice environment. Okay, so right now I'm doing the number sequence. I'm just seating the head right now, just tightening it a little bit. I'll come back and I'll tune it. Okay, make sure everything's lined up good. Just basically taking out the wrinkles. Trying to not to pull too much one way or the other. It's a very low torque setting, so. So it takes us about 2.5 minutes to tune a snare. That's pretty fast. It's very, very fast. Yeah, I'm slowing it down right now so you guys can actually see, you mere mortals can actually watch me. So this part would be flat. Yeah. I don't over tighten the bottom head. I'll just make sure that it's snug. Okay.
Anything special about the snare wire? Anything special about it?
No, not really. That's a good question. I've never heard that before. No, actually not. Yeah. Okay. So before I tune this, are you guys? How many drummers do we have? Drummers, 1, 2. Really? Yeah. No. I tune with 2 keys, and I tune in a circle, so I don't go back and forth like this. So, but I do find the lowest tone first. So I start there. Just a little bit of tension. Always listening. As my pitch goes up. Now I've gone all the way around, so I'm going to start doing little microtones, just kind of going up like this. Do I get dizzy watching this all day long? You know, have I ever puked on my drum? No, I haven't. So here's the part where I take this all the way back, and it takes, we'll adjust that here. It is a collector tool. Yes, it's a brass.
Oh, beautiful.
And now with the drum looking and sounding amazing, it is ready for a final check.
You know, checking all the drums, making sure everything is to spec. There's no inconsistencies. We do a detailing. So this is kind of like inspection, you know, making sure everything's 100%. And of course, the only thing we have left is packaging.
And finally, the drum is complete and ready to be shipped. And then the tour continues with some storage spaces where they have more wood, more drum shells, more drums. This place is huge. For real, I want to move here. I want to live here. It's amazing. It's a drum paradise. And the cool thing is that they also give you a tour where all of the hardware and pedals are made.
Alright, so this is our machine shop.
And wow, just look at this. This is a gigantic 3D printer and they have it so they can print samples faster. It's huge and it is really expensive. Here the space for hardware and pedals is smaller compared to the drums one, but it's really cool too. And just take a look at this carbon fiber double pedal. It's super lightweight, it looks amazing, and yeah, I need it in my life right now. And of course the last stop is the showroom. And I don't think you guys are ready to see this, but just look at the crazy drums they have inside here. Wow, just look, they have Neil Peart's drum set. It's beautiful, it's huge, it's perfect. And they also have this gigantic set of Terry Bozzio. It's crazy, it's huge. I wouldn't even know how to play that, just look at it, it's insane. Guys, seeing this drum set in real life, it's unreal. You guys need to come here. Wow, I'm in love with this kid. The only bad part about this tour is that they don't let you play these drum sets. That would have been a dream, but it's still a really cool experience. And tell me, which one's your favorite? Terry Bozzio's drum set or Neil Peart's? For me, I would say Neil Peart's. That's one of my favorite drum sets of all time. And guys, this was the full complete tour of the DW factory. Tell me in the comments below which was your favorite part. And guys, thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next one. Take care, goodbye.